Yeah, what is up, everybody? What is up? I'm your beloved host, back here again. I'm John. I'm ready to talk about some movies. This is the Those Movie Dudes podcast, where we talk about all things film, mostly new release, and we really don't break down anything beyond 1990. But here we are today to talk about new release films, some movie news, and just have a good old time. Let's bring in none other than my best friend here, Fantastic Duck.
Yay. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, man? Good to be here. It's been a while since we did a classic Mainstream Boys episode.
This is a true throwback, and I mean, who knows if we have any overlapping listeners from 2021 through 22 of
that was a good time.
But
I'm gonna be honest. At that time, this is about all I had going on.
I think that's all what we had going on. Yeah.
I think it's all anybody had going on, at least for us. I remember making gin and tonics and talking about movies.
I was looking back at the 2020 Letterboxd list for best of the year. I'm like, wow, that was the slate of movies that came out. I mean, there were some decent ones, but yeah, I remember like every week it was just like some random streaming movie, whether it was meant for theaters and got dumped or it was just for streaming. But it was such a weird time.
I feel like 2021 was even worse than 2020
because 2021, yeah, that's when they had the fucking HBO Max theatrical release and day on day demand on HBO, and so boom, like you had all these like $200 million movies going straight to HBO, like Dune, Mortal Kombat, Godzilla versus Kong. I watched that in my living room on my 40-inch TV. Godzilla versus Kong. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it was cool. You went and saw it in IMAX, I think.
I did. I actually remember falling asleep during it.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it was. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it was King of Monsters. I fell asleep during a Godzilla movie at one point.
Yeah.
But actually, looking at my list now, 2020 was definitely worse. Or was it? Oh, 2020. Which year had Waves? That was 2019.
That was 2019.
I'm way behind. Jeez, man. Yeah, 2020. It's like if your favorite movie of the year is starring Charlie Plummer, something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah,
like, that's all. Yeah, it's just
that actor, but
something's going on there. Yeah, he's a good actor. No, he's not bad. I like Charlie Plummer. It's not anything to write home about, but he's okay. I don't have anything wrong with him as a person.
I have several things, but we don't have to get into it. But as you can see, our Charlie Plummer lookalike Nate is not here.
So accurate. That's actually crazy.
It kind of worked. So yeah, he's on vacation. He's up camping. He's also going to New York, so he is enjoying the summertime, and we are here still doing an episode, whether you're whether you want it or not. We have some new release movies to talk about, so
you sure do. You don't have to listen to us.
No, of course not.
You can tune off right now if you want to, and you can unfollow us, and we probably wouldn't know the difference. So
you can let us know if you do it too, and then we will just
I'd love to know why. I'd love to know why. Like, is it the fact that I didn't comb my hair before the show? Because it's bothering me.
Currently. I didn't even notice, but now I'm just gonna stare at it the rest of the show.
And now it's serious. It's a serious problem for me. Good thing I don't have a backlight. No, don't do that.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna go without a camera because now I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, so I mean, we can get right into movie news, I guess, or
should we start it with a palate cleanser Letterboxd confession for fun?
I guess
we kind of just did that, but
yeah. This is a new little segment here. No jingle drop.
Drop Letterboxd confession month and year.
We basically
call you, son, not you, me.
Nope.
Who's that? Fucking, I don't know who said that. Definitely wasn't me. No, I think this segment is a little bit funsies because we've been logging films since 2011 for Spencer, 2012 for me. Actually, have you gone deeper than that, or?
I think 2013 is when I started. But like, I imported because we used to use IMDb lists to like create our best of the year and just like random lists as well. I don't know why. Just that was before Letterboxd, so that was available to us.
Yeah.
But when Letterboxd came out, there was a feature to import your IMDb lists to Letterboxd. So I did that. But if whatever you graded stuff on IMDb, that's a 1 through 10 scale, it like auto calculated your grades. So some grades for films are not accurate, and I'm only seeing this like years later. I'm like, whoa, like, why is that at 1? Like, I didn't know that. Like that a lot more. Yeah, so I did that with a lot of movies. So I think maybe I imported 500 movies or something, and they're all my ratings are kind of skewed. Like I had like I don't know, like 100 of them were like 5 out of 5. So I'm like, whoa, like I don't know if that's the case. So it's taking me time to like kind of go back, but I'll do that, as titles come up. But
that means I need to look at my 2012 movies, like at least the ones that I haven't rewatched since. Like, what did I
is
get
that the
burned?
year you're picking? 2012?
Oh no, I could though. I was just saying that's when I started logging them. So
that's
I know
that's the first year for me for when I click down the diary year. So but I can do 2012 through 2025. So whatever year you want to do.
I'll go. I'm just gonna go. Let's go 2012 September. Why not?
Jesus. Okay. 2012.
Right off the cuff. Well, is that gonna work though?
No, I only have December for 2012.
Okay,
so
that's probably when we imported it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Okay. So we'll do like shit. All right, let's do 2016 February.
Okay. Yep. I got it.
All right, how do I fucking do this? Diary, right? Yeah.
Diary. Do you want to share your screen first and then I'll do one after?
Yes. 1 second. Okay.
There's several that I could easily talk about here. I have 1, 2.
I'm upset that I have ads now. Now that I'm sharing it with.
Yeah, it's awful.
I don't like it. All right.
Okay.
February. Here we are. Oh my God. Very. Not a lot of movies in February.
2, 3, 4. So the 4 movies that you have, I have on my list too.
Okay. All right. Cool.
For my February. Yep. I have. Those 4.
It looks like it was for me, February was a rewatch. Well, I'll start from the top. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, which was a fun little zombie flick. The Blue Mountain State movie that I actually... Oh, wait. Is this the sequel?
No. This is the Kickstarter movie that you donated money to and then never got your...
I never got like a mini poster or something.
Signed poster that was promised.
Was that the title? The Rise of Fadland? I don't remember.
That's the title they chose, yeah.
It was not titled that when it came out.
No, it was Blue Mountain State movie Kickstarter, and you did donate like $20 or something.
I might have to reach out to them about my mini poster. I don't know if I want it anymore.
Right.
But yeah, and then we have the original Deadpool.
Yeah, 4.5. I also have it as a 4.5, but I would drop it down. I've seen it many times since.
You drop it down?
I'd probably drop it down, maybe like up to a 4. I still really enjoy it.
I think at the time it was like a transformative experience.
Oh, 100%.
For superhero
we've since had 2 other Deadpool movies, and for me the character's been just a little saturated. I don't know. I get it. It's just
we get the shtick. I mean, I've seen She-Hulk. I understand.
Yeah. But I enjoy them for what they are. They're very fun, and at the time, like, they was just so different from anything that you had seen from like superhero stuff. So I mean, yeah, it was cool.
As like a 22-year-old at the time, only having seen like, I think this was prior to Logan coming out too. It definitely was. It was basically all PG-13 superhero movies, aside from like maybe Blade, which I haven't seen. So this was like kind of a crazy time for superheroes to see something like this made.
And the one that jumps out though is The Witch at a 3 out of 5. I mean, that's kind of low for The Witch. I mean, have you seen it since or no? That's the Letterboxd Confession here. You're
right. That is really low. I think I remember. I don't think this was my initial watching of The Witch.
It had to have been because I logged it on February 20th. You have it logged February 26th. So that was in theaters around the time. I went and saw it at the Bangor Mall Cinemas, which was the theater next to us. So when we were in college, we were all to college together. And so they had this movie. And I remember I at least went with Nate. Maybe you came. It may have just been with Nate. But we went and saw this at like a 1 p.m. showing on a Saturday. It was raining. It was just like a very gloomy
the perfect setting too.
It was packed. Like it was kind of an older audience too, and the whole audience did not know what we were getting ourselves into because it was the introduction to Robert Eggers, and it was this old like dialogue, like with the way they were speaking, and
nobody knew who Anya Taylor-Joy was yet.
Anya Taylor-Joy, exactly. Yep. And Ralph Ineson, who we'll talk about later with Galactus. So yeah, I mean, great movie, and I'm glad that it put Robert Eggers on the map. But you had a 3 out of 5. I mean, you liked it, but have you seen it since?
I've definitely seen it since because I remember showing this to like to like my mom and stepfather around like the Christmas time or something, probably the following year. So that's what I thought this was, but no, I guess this is the initial viewing, and that makes sense. 3 out of 5. I probably didn't know what I was getting into, and it was like too slow and too weird. And sometimes I'm like that with these type of movies, but this to me is like a 4.5, 5 out of 5 movie at this point.
Nice.
This movie's incredible. It's disgusting. Like that's I hadn't really seen it like this before. This is like pre-Hereditary, pre-Midsummer, like pre-movies that make you feel horrible inside, and I like that now.
Good. All right.
You know?
Well, maybe you need to
So-
revisit it, or
I own it
know.
on Blu-ray. My booey. What do you got? I'm gonna hold on, let me get rid of this
All
guy.
So for my February, let's take a look. See.
I'm sure there's at least double the films.
Yes. So
Almost exactly.
excuse me.
God.
So yeah, Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I went and saw that with you guys in theaters. Yeah, half a star. Did not like the movie at all. I had fun
half
with
a star.
I had fun with the Blue Mountain State movie. Apparently, I don't remember it. Misconduct, some terrible VOD movie. Cabin Fever remake. Eli Roth, which was horrible. Watched that in college. The Witch, Eddie the Eagle, which is really fun.
Oh yeah.
And then Tumble Down, which is directed by somebody that I got to work with. I was his focus puller and drone operator for a short film that he directed. So that was pretty cool. Full circle.
That's very cool. Yeah.
So yeah, the one that really is there a confession here?
Maybe like why are you going out of your way to watch Cabin Fever and Misconduct?
I mean,
on the
no,
same night at that.
Well, I could have also just like logged in that day because I remembered I watched them that week. But I guess the confession though maybe is Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies at a half a star because that's the lowest rating possible for Letterboxd, and I don't think the movie is it really that bad?
I don't think it was that bad.
I mean,
thought it was
2.7. My
Lily Collins. is in
Activity
it?
from Friends, they seem to
Lily
enjoy
James.
it. Lily James. Yep.
Lily James.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun. Burst Ears. What's he directed? 17 again? Okay, weird. So yeah, I don't know.
I just remember it's exactly what you expected it to be.
Matt
like
Smith. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember maybe it giving me a headache, or I just did not like the clash of genres. Who knows? But
it's maybe
half
it's
a star
like,
is low. But
maybe
yeah.
you just looked at this and saw Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters again, because that's pretty much the movie.
Yeah, it kind of feels
so.
like it.
Yeah.
all
Okay. Well,
right.
that was fun. Cool.
Revisit The Witch. I think that's
I would like to.
It's higher than a 3. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our first topic here for movie news. Let's get Peter in real quick.
Oh.
This is movie
News. Thanks, Peter.
News. That's actually your screen. I need to
That was
share
a recording. He's not here this week.
Yeah, correct. That was.
He's usually here live this week. He's not here live this week.
The first bit of movie news that I want to get into right here.
I see it. Oh my god.
The first trailer for Shelby Oaks was released today. When you went and saw it together in theaters, did this trailer play in front of it?
It sure did.
It did. Okay. Damn it.
I freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like, no fucking way. It's a real movie.
That's awesome. Because
it's a real movie. Yeah.
I went to go see it together knowing that Shelby Oaks trailer was attached to it. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, I haven't seen a single frame from this movie. I'm excited to see the debut trailer for a big neon movie that Chris Stuckman wrote and directed. I'm so pumped for him. And I was sitting in the theater. I'm like, okay, they got a new trailer for Keeper, a new Oscar Perkins movie that looks really interesting.
Yeah.
And then they showed a couple other trailers, and then the movie started. I'm like, fuck, the trailer didn't play. And then I texted Nate because he had seen the movie as well earlier that day. I'm like, did you see the Shelby Oaks trailer? And he's like, oh yeah, it looks creepy as hell. I'm like, God damn it. So you saw it too in theaters. So I had to wait till today, Monday, for it to release online so I could watch it. But I'm
surprised. Well, yeah, because what theater you were in Falmouth?
I was in Falmouth. Yeah.
Didn't they have the roof cave in? Everything.
Okay? I don't know if it was a roof cave in or if it was just flooding or what happened, but
okay. It sounded more severe last time we talked about it.
It did, because I was in the theater for Naked Gun, and Lucas was like, "Oh, by the way, this is the theater that was closed for flooding." I'm like,
okay, all right, okay. I guess it wasn't a roof cave in. Anyway, yeah. So apparently, Chris Stuckman is more than a YouTuber.
Of course.
Yeah, but like I've always I don't know. I don't want to call myself a Chris Stuckman hater because I'm not. I'm actually really impressed with what he's able to do. I wish he would still grade movies in his reviews. That's one thing that kind of bothers me because he's a filmmaker now, so he doesn't want to like review them. But this looks really freaky. Like this
really
looks
interesting.
like it's like gives me like It Follows vibes almost. You
Yeah,
know, like it really felt like that.
I'm really
like,
curious
inspired
about
by
it because it premiered at a horror festival or a genre festival in Canada last July or August, like a year ago, and that was when Mike Flanagan had just kind of got on board. Neon had, I think, picked it. Oh no, it was maybe before Neon picked it up. But Mike Flanagan was already involved, who I mean is an incredible writer and director, and we'll talk about Life of Chuck maybe a little bit later. But he's involved with this, which looks really interesting. And yeah, it's really creepy. I've heard it's kind of a genre bending with like found footage and also like a like a traditionally shot horror film. But from the trailer, it really seems to hide a lot of the found footage element, which I think will be a big part of the film. Which I'm thinking I'm just theorizing here, but it's just crazy. I mean, like, for those listening, like they don't know. I mean, John and I have been like honestly day one like Stuckman subscribers. I mean,
we got
like,
Stuckmanized a long time ago.
Like since like he was doing quick movie reviews, like QMR. Like I've been watching him, and like I used to be on his like blog TV shows. Well, not be on him, but like in the chats, and like we would like go back and forth about movies while he's like listening to scores. And I don't know, we like he's just it's such an inspiring guy to fucking do this, and like he got Neon involved, and he's got a theatrically released movie coming out that we're all going to go see and probably talk about on the podcast, and I just think that's fucking unbelievable. So, you know, whether we love it or not, I think it's still just a really, really cool thing that he fucking did this. So
just getting a movie made is a feat within in and of itself. So like, and this actually does look really cool. Like it
looks really interesting.
It looks like a combination of so many different, like you said, kind of like genre blending. I feel that with this trailer, just because like this guy's clearly just inspired by so many different types of films, and like whether The Ring, It Follows. Like I kind of want to go back and see like his like horror reviews of the last, I don't know, 10 years, and kind of like pinpoint where he gets his inspiration, because it's cool. Like I don't know, it'll be awesome to see someone come from like humble beginnings as a YouTuber to make a film like this. So I think that's
100%.
awesome.
Did you ever see Lake Mungo? Did you ever watch that with us? Nate and I watched. It's a found footage movie.
Was that the mockumentary thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah, found footage documentary esque about like a missing girl.
Yes, I've seen that.
Okay, this movie is very much inspired by that. Apparently, I think that he's done some interviews where he's mentioned that. So yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to check it out. It's going to be in theaters October 3rd. So put in your calendar. I mean, whether you've heard of Chris Stuckman or not, I think it's really exciting for people who have no idea who he is, and they can just go and see it. It's like, oh, it's a new horror movie from Neon. Great, like that's exciting.
I trust Neon, so I don't. Even if his name wasn't behind it, I would probably be interested in seeing the movie. So
I think that's great. So Shelby Oaks, October 3rd. Moving on. Do you want to talk about your movie news story?
Sure. Depends on.
It's not this one.
We can talk about this if you want, since it's already on the screen.
Drops hard of the box office, which is a conversation
for another
time. But it was the Twisters director.
Yeah. So the guy who directed Twisters, his name actually, I'll pull
Lee Isaac Chung.
Yeah, Lee Isaac Chung in talks to direct an Ocean's 11 prequel, which would star none other than Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie, playing the parents of George Clooney and Sandra Bullock, who are also getting into some bank robbery shenanigans, I would assume, in the 60s. So what intrigues me the most here, not really the director, but just the era in which they would be robbing the banks, sounds like a really cool idea, because it's not
1960s Europe is what it's being pitched as, which that's different than what we've seen with the other 3 or 4.
It's interesting. I feel like it would be a lot easier to rob a bank, but like you're not going to have like the guy in the chair with his computer helping you out in this type of scenario. So that's kind of interesting to me.
And Margot Robbie, I mean, you got me attached, sure.
Producing as well.
Ryan Gosling, 100%. You got me there. But there's rumors that he might not be involved still, or maybe he is. I don't know. But how recently have you seen the Ocean's trilogy?
It's been a long time. I mean, really? I haven't seen. I've seen all of them, but Ocean's 8 was the last one I saw, and I wouldn't really count that.
I randomly watched all 3 of them in like a 3-day span, like one each night, just randomly. It was on Disney Plus. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna rewatch these.
Yeah.
I hadn't even seen Ocean's 11. I had seen 12 and 13 like several times.
You
For
hadn't
some
seen
reason,
11?
no, exactly. Like I don't know
What the
why.
fuck?
It was I'm stupid. And
Yeah,
so I
clearly.
finally was like, all right, I gotta do it. So I watched Ocean's 11, 5 out of 5. Like I love the movie
It's
immediately.
so good.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. And I knew I was gonna love it too. I just hadn't watched it. And so I watched Ocean's 12 and 13. I had to complete it, and they kind of slowly go down, but 12 and 13
Right.
are still
Yeah, they
like
do.
a ton of fun. But I think that has to do with one, the cast, the ensemble is great, and then you also have Steven Soderbergh, who is just a really great director as well.
Yeah.
So who they get as a director is really important. They had Gary Ross, I think, was the director of Ocean's 8, which it was okay for what it was. It was like the all-female crew, which still had like fun elements from what I remember.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but it didn't match what the other 3 were. So with
Have you
this Lee Isaac
seen-
Chung, I think it has to be totally different. Like with the 1960s Europe, that's great, and I love a heist movie, so I'm always down for that. But yeah, like let's maybe have like a different feel. But part of me does kind of wish Steven Soderbergh was involved.
That would be awesome. I just like the era is what intrigues me the most. 1960s Europe. That's really cool. Have you seen La Casa de Papel or Money Heist
Oh no,
on Netflix?
the Netflix no.
Yeah,
No,
that's like your modern day Ocean's 11 as a series. It's like 3 seasons, and it's just like really intricate and well thought out bank robberies. And it's just like I love those type of movies. You don't get them very often, and when they're done well, it's just really fun. So this is cool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm intrigued. I'm very much intrigued.
I'm
I
right
would
there with you.
recommend that show, by the way.
Money
I
Heist,
watched it.
yeah. I know
I
there's a
watched it
couple
dubbed,
shows that
but
you've watched like the whole series, and you're like you rave about them, like Squid Games, Dark Money
is
Heist.
so good, dude. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just
Squid Games is the only one I've watched in I watched it in Korean, which is fine. I wish I had watched Dark and Money Heist in their native languages, but I didn't, and they were still really good. So
all right.
Yep.
Well, the last bit of movie news, we had the Fantastic Four kind of bombing the box office, which the only thing I really wanted to, I guess, mention with that, like, I mean, I guess we can pull it up, is if this was just time and place, like if this was maybe in December, I think it would have had better legs. But having it be so soon after Superman, it just, I feel like Superman kind of got that initial momentum, and then Fantastic Four was there, and like some other people came with, and then just the second weekend, just everyone was like, I need something else to watch. I don't know, maybe it's just people are just, it's another Fantastic Four movie, like who fucking cares? So I don't know, but we'll talk about the movie later on.
Okay, I was saying they've tried so many different things, and like the superhero fatigue is very much real now. They've gone from like 5 movies a year to 3 to 2-ish. And I think people are burnt out a little bit, and especially after watching Superman, and at least I was a little bit let down with it.
Oh, and also Thunderbolts, which was in May, which is like the start of the summer movie season. So that kind of kicked off. We had the Marvel Thunderbolts movie, Superman, and then Fantastic Four. Yeah.
The back-to-back weeks, I wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't. I mean, I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. Have we not talked about it yet?
Nope, we're talking about it later on.
Oh, dang. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. But I don't know. I hope I don't know. I think people are burnt out by superhero movies.
Could be.
Basically, yeah,
maybe. Or I don't know. Maybe they could have just spaced it out a little bit better.
But they don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they do know, but how can they really plan for? Oh, Superman's coming out the previous week. That might hurt us. Maybe they don't know that when they pick the slate. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, last bit of movie news topics, and then we'll get into, apparently you have a John's choice for us. I don't know what that's going to entail, but
I think you do, because you can see the banners, but yeah.
I haven't looked. Disney scrapped AI plans for Tron and the live action Moana movie. Obviously,
really?
Yep. So this is I mean, AI has been a hot topic in the film industry, whether people are using it or not. It's another topic, but Disney was considering it for this movie Tron Ares by having an AI-generated sidekick character named Bit for Jeff Bridges' character. The idea was Initially floated as a marketing idea. It involved AI responding on screen, voiced by an actor. But they scrapped it before any development processing because they didn't want bad publicity, because AI will generate terrible publicity if you are using it. There's a lot of people and like celebrities that have lent their voices to AI, and people have been bashing them, be like, "Yeah, how dare you," and all that. People have been be like, "Yeah, we're gonna make a movie that's gonna use AI to do this," and people like, "We're gonna boycott it." Like, "Fuck you!" Like, "How dare you?" It's scary, which I totally get. It's like, is it gonna replace like the creativity? Like, I hope not.
Yes.
And so Disney also, they cloned Dwayne Johnson for the upcoming Moana movie, specifically a small number of shots that Johnson was unable to do, and they use his like stunt double cousin, who looks very similar, who's just a little bit beefier. And they had a whole scan of Dwayne Johnson, and they're going to layer it on top of his stunt double's face for certain performances, and Johnson approved it. But I guess they got caught up in legal stuff, and they will not use a single thing of it in the final film. They claim. So Disney's been experimenting. They're doing like, oh, like what's this AI stuff? Let's play around and see how it could benefit us. And so that's gonna cause a lot of
once you open that door, you cannot close it. It's gonna happen, and there's gonna be a lot of legal repercussions. It's people's likeness. Like that's literally all actors have is their likeness. Like that is their brand. Especially Dwayne Johnson. I mean, I don't know. Like, there needs to be like laws put in place about this. Like, it's a genuine problem, and it's also like we're already losing creativity in the film industry. So, are we really gonna lose it even more by just having AI write films and actively play all the actors? Like, that's not good. That's not good.
So like Dwayne Johnson's been scanned. So like, does that mean like, oh, they can just use him for any project going forth? Like, what does that mean? I don't know.
Is that what the smashing machine's going to be? Because that looks like AI. Dwayne Johnson, anyway.
Maybe. I don't know. It's really obvious to tell when people are using AI, whether it's for like YouTube descriptions or John's Fantastic Four Letterboxd review.
Hey, I wrote that. You mother did you?
There's a lot of M dashes. There's a lot of M dashes. Who the fuck uses M dashes when they write? Not you.
You say all you have to do is you put your normal review into ChatGPT,
what you
and
do
you say
is
make
just
it more
give your
conversational.
own fucking unfiltered thoughts on the movie because it's your own blog. You don't need AI to help you. You're not trying to write for a professional blog. It's just your own thoughts.
But I have a lot of run-on sentences with my reviews, and it bothers me. So I put it in AI, and then I'm like, okay, that sounds a little bit better, and then I just upload it.
Yeah, no, I read that. I'm like, oh, that's AI, John.
God damn, I don't do it for all of them, but I do it for most of them. So
yeah. Anyways, okay. Well,
yeah, you son of a. You're right. I shouldn't do that, but I do, and I do it for all my emails and Slack messages at work. So like, I don't know what to tell you.
No. I mean, work smarter, not harder. But when it comes to creativity, then there is a line for sure.
Exactly. Do you want people to go see your movie if it's AI Jared Leto? I wouldn't even go see if it was regular Jared Leto. So no.
I think it is regular Jared Leto, so you're stuck with that.
Well, I don't care about that. I'd rather get Stuckmanized.
No, fair enough.
Okay, well, let's get into our next segment. Because Nate's not here, we're going to be throwing somebody of my choosing off the train to the Nazis.
Ha ha!
A metaphor.
Just kidding. But we are going to do the segment.
Okay. Do you need me to hit the Nate's Choice theme?
Yes.
Black and white, 1 or 2. It's Nate's choice. What you gonna do? Fight or flight, hot or cool. It's Nate's choice. I mean, what you gonna choose?
We're going golf ball over Marcel the Shell. Is that Inception on 4K?
No, it's Requiem for a Dream, but it has a kind of a cool steelbook edition. Yeah.
Oh God! Ew! Why do you have to? Can you get Jared Leto off your desk, please? Gross.
Speaking of Jared Leto, yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about Jared Leto anymore. It's an anti-Jared Leto podcast.
I love that idea. Okay.
So, anyways, welcome to the very first rendition of John's Choice, which is very similar to Nate's Choice, but it's very biased toward John. Although this week's choices aren't really biased, but more of just a joke. So. I thought I would choose 2 very mundane actors, and we have to choose which movies get to not exist with those actors or exist. So here we go. this week we are deciphering between Sam Worthington and Jason Clarke.
Okay, for
So
this one, I actually do have to pull up the IMDb's.
Yeah, I
for
couldn't
both of
name.
them
I could name like one
because
movie each.
I could probably name more, but I really got to see who I want to save because
You have to say, and you can't choose.
First of all, I
got to
see
you have
which
to
one's
choose one.
who. Who's who? Okay,
Well,
that's
yeah,
Sam Worthington. Gotcha.
That's like a Brad Brandon or
What?
that's like a Brad Brandon situation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Brad?
Who? Brandon?
Brandon. Yeah.
Wait,
You're
is
talking
it
about
Sam or I don't know.
Okay, you're talking Jason Clarke.
I can't remember. Yeah, I just remember him walking through the woods in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and that's pretty much all he's ever done.
All right, it was an Oppenheimer.
Okay, but so was fucking every actor ever.
Terminator Genesis.
Oh my god! I think we get rid of Jason Clarke. I'm already, it's already done.
Let's get rid of Jason Clarke. This is just horrible.
Okay. What has he ever done? He's been in 83 movies. Give me no way he's been in 83 movies.
He was just on an Apple TV show. Wait, no, that was fucking Joel Clark. Or no, Joel Edgerton.
Joel, yeah, it's also the same person.
God damn. I get them.
Oh, he was in First Man. Okay, can we? What are the rules here? Because like,
oh wait, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Dawn
of the Planet of the Apes.
Arguably a good movie.
It's a fantastic movie. Oppenheimer. Really, that is something to consider.
Like these movies don't exist. I know Nate likes to do it where like, oh, that actor's just not in it and they'll replace him. No.
Gone.
These movies don't exist.
Great Gatsby, the remake. Didn't really care for it, but okay.
White House Down, Zero Dark 30. Did Zero Dark 30 win Best Picture?
All right. Now Sam Worthington. Let's see what you've done. Okay. Avatar, obviously. That's like what we're really gonna lose here. We're gonna lose another terrible Terminator movie with Salvation.
The actor, bro, it's crazy. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh my god, they're both in Everest. We can't. They're both in Everest. We can't do it.
We just found a loophole.
We can't. No.
Wait.
Fuck.
Universes are colliding here.
No, it's fine. Well, in this case, one of them gets left on Everest, and the other one gets to go home. So,
listen. Go ahead. It's my choice, but you go first, obviously.
I'm gonna save Jason Clarke.
Why though?
He has, in my opinion, more potential. I feel like I can.
This isn't based on potential.
I feel like we haven't seen the Oscar nominee Jason Clarke yet. I'm not saying Oscar winner, but at least Oscar nominee Jason Clarke. We haven't seen that yet, and I think he has that in him. Sam Worthington, that ship has sailed. He is collecting that Avatar money. He is happy to just do his mocap stuff with James Cameron in his little warehouse in New Zealand, and he's having a ball. Let him go do it. Let him make his fucking millions of dollars on the back end too. Like, that's great. Happy for him. Although apparently he's dead, so he's actually not enjoying this in this scenario. But
no, he's not dead. He's.
But like with Sam Worthington, like, what am I really losing here? I'm losing Avatar, and like they're spectacles. I like to watch them. I haven't seen the second one still, but I will see it when it gets re-released later on this year. But yeah, I mean,
will you actually?
Yeah, I think so. I'll try, but I want Oppenheimer. I want some Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And so
name one more movie. Name one more.
But he has some movies coming out soon that I'm very excited to check out. He has a movie called The House of Dynamite. It's a Catherine Bigelow movie that I'm really interested in. That comes out in October. That has some Oscar potential. Okay. He's in a TV show called The Last Frontier, which they released a little teaser. The trailer looks awesome. But the premise is really cool. It's like Con Air if like the plane crashed and they escaped in a small town. So that sounds interesting. Jason Clarke's going to be the sheriff at the small town. So yeah, and then a movie called Wind River Rising, which might be the sequel to Wind River. I don't know what that is, but apparently Jason Clarke is in it.
Wind River with
I don't know. It just says Wind River Rising, but yeah, I don't know. I'm picking Jason Clarke. I'm sorry, Avatar lovers. I like my other generic actor better.
That's a tough one. There it is. There's Oppenheimer. I love that you have them within arm's reach.
100%.
Do you have every movie within arm's reach?
I mean, I have it twisted, but at least these are my Criterions and 4Ks and box sets.
But is it on that spinny shelf thing that you have? Is it right next to you?
Yes.
Okay. No, well, that's cool. Yeah, I also I'm not a huge Avatar fan. Did I give Way of Water 5 out of 5? Yes.
Did you?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
I really like, and I like these spectacle type of movies, but I'm willing to part with them for the likes of Jason Clarke. I really am. I think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is a good enough. I would rather that movie exist than any of the Avatar films.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really believe that. And
I'm actually,
Oppenheimer
I
as
would
well.
agree. I rewatched all 3 of them before Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a mistake because you really saw how fantastic that trilogy was.
And then you watched
before
Kingdom. Yeah.
Which was like kind of like an MCU version of.
I don't know what the fuck that movie was. Honestly, it shouldn't even exist in the same world. But and no, I agree. I think Pet Sematary was a miss. I think most movies with Jason Clarke are a miss, but I don't really want to lose Dawn of the Planet of the Apes because that's my favorite one of that really good trilogy.
He's also really fucking good in that movie too. He has some really good scenes between him and Caesar.
Yeah.
Especially like, or he's held like gunpoint at one point, and it's a really intense scene. But yeah,
which one of these 2 actors must die in Everest? Do they both survive? Wasn't Jason Clarke like the lead?
I don't know. I don't remember them. We have a podcast on it.
He is the lead. It's Jason Clarke, and then Sam Worthington is very much down the cast list.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's probably back in like the tent, like taking all of the calls or something.
Oh, I think he is, dude.
Yeah, with Keira Knightley or something.
Yeah, I think he is. Whatever, who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll never do this again. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Cool. Well, that was John's choice. Hope you liked it. It was as mundane as my life.
All right. Well, let's get into some new releases then. I can't zoom into Jared Leto, so I was trying to do that.
Nobody wants that. It's fun to stay at the YMs. Okay. We don't have the rest of the song.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what movies you selected for us to discuss.
I honestly forgot about Fantastic Four. I always feel like we've already talked about the movies that came out 2 weeks prior to the episode. So
okay. Well, I do feel like we need to discuss the Fantastic Four
first steps.
Yeah,
I would love to. I'm as mainstream boy, I'm obligated to do such a thing.
All right. Oh, what just happened there?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal in his 15th movie of 2025. I love Pedro Pascal. Yeah, Fantastic Four First Steps. A re-inspired version of the Fantastic Four taking place in an alternate universe. Okay, it makes sense. They can make it make sense. Don't worry about it. Joseph Quinn. We got Vanessa Kirby, who I fucking love. What my biggest thing here? Casting. Great casting across the board. I love this cast. I love the look and feel. I love the vibe. I love the modern day 60s style and kind of how this movie doesn't really need to care about the rest of the MCU. It can just be its own thing. And I'm not a big comic book guy, but I do enjoy these movies. I go with my dad and Choki, and we go see them. And we get Galactus.
From your ChatGPT review of this movie, it kind of came across like you were the biggest Fantastic Four fan,
like ever.
That like I just had no idea. I was like, when I was reading it, I was like, does he really like love the Fantastic Four that much? I don't remember him loving like the original movies that much. Like, did you read the comics growing up? Like, because you're like Galactus ? Fantastic, exactly what we dreamed of. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I didn't even know who the fuck he was when I saw it. So,
listen. Okay, you just awakened something that I filed away, and that was the fact that I voice reviewed this movie driving home on ChatGPT, and I said summarize the review I'm about to tell you, and I'm driving
five
home.
M dashes in the fucking review because
There's
there's
a lot of dashes because
like,
I speak and run on sentences.
All right.
No, I had a lot of fun with this movie, dude. Did you know that the Human Torch needs oxygen, and that's why when he went into space, he started falling?
No,
Because he didn't have any oxygen anymore.
I think they mentioned it in the movie, but now because like now that you bring that up, I remember the scene. But
yeah, what does he think?
I
I love their
had
outfits. They've got outfits.
a good time with the movie.
Okay.
I liked it more than I thought I was going to. Honestly, the trailers didn't get me that excited for it. It looked, I don't know. I mean, like, I wasn't a big fan of the original Fantastic Four movies that much. Obviously, the remake, we saw that at the dine-in down in your area, and it was just like that was
We're the same exact theater
garbage.
to see this one, for the record. We're
That's
the
awesome.
same theater, almost the same seats.
10 wild
later.
10 years later.
Yeah.
And so I was intrigued by the cast besides Pedro Pascal because I'm getting so fatigued of seeing his fucking mustache in every single movie poster trailer. Anytime I go to the movies, he's fucking there, just like with little puppy dog eyes, just staring. I'm like, fuck. What am I gonna say? Like Eddington, Materialists, and Fantastic Four. I watched all three of those movies like within like a week and a half of each other. I'm
yeah.
like,
oh boy.
damn. So like this is the last of it. So like to me, and maybe that was because like I was just sick of seeing him. His performance felt very weak compared to everyone else, in my opinion. His performance of Reed Richards felt just a little bland. I mean, yeah, he played like the smart, like fast talking guy, like fairly well. Like I bought the chemistry with Vanessa Kirby. But I just didn't necessarily like, get that intrigued with this character that much, where I thought I should be with Reed Richards, like the lead. Like apparently he's gonna have to have a lot to do in the next Avengers stuff, but it was really Vanessa Kirby that I was, and it's her character Sue Storm that I was like I loved about this movie.
Yeah.
The whole motherhood theme, fantastic. The ending too, which I won't spoil, but like what she did there was great. Like, and she is a fantastic actress. I mean, we've all seen Pieces of Woman, and clearly Kevin Feige saw Pieces of Woman and was like, yeah, let's make that bitch do it in space.
Let's literally make that fantastic. Let's make Pieces of a Woman in space. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that scene was crazy too. And also like Matt Shakeman, who is if you look at his IMDb, he's primarily just done TV stuff. He's worked on all of your favorite TV shows. If you looked at his credits, he's only done like one movie. It's called Cut Bank with like Tim Blake Nielsen and Liam Hemsworth, I think. Small indie movie. Didn't have like the best reviews. I haven't seen the movie, but now he has Fantastic Four: The First Steps because he did the whole series of WandaVision and obviously impressed Marvel and that did well. So they're like, yeah, go on and do Fantastic Four. And I think I haven't seen WandaVision, but I know that was like a very like retro vibe at times, and so that seemed like a perfect fit here because what I really loved about it was the production design. Like the whole retro 60s vibe of this movie was what I really liked about it. So I thought he really did a great job kind of creating this whole new world that we hadn't really seen before that, was populated with some interesting characters for the most part. And clearly Matt Shakeman is a huge Interstellar fan because I haven't seen space like this in an MCU movie before. Like it looked phenomenal. The visual effects and the black hole sequence. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that was done in the visual effects department that I was pretty impressed by. But overall, like my biggest critique with the movie, and it could have just been like how I felt at the time when I was watching it, but it kind of just felt like a really well done Disney Plus special that was just in theaters.
Maybe that's just kind of what Marvel is now.
Maybe.
And I don't know, like this I will say this compared to Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World. Don't forget that came out.
I like that more than those two.
Yeah, above and beyond better, I think. I mean, this feels like a return to like Marvel team up films, like what they're supposed to be like, the vibe, the tone, when they didn't feel like they had to connect to everything that's ever existed across the 50 fucking movies over the last 20 years. like I just this reminded me of like Guardians of the Galaxy in a certain way, just because like I just love how the cast interacted with each other. I thought that you rarely see them fighting. Like it doesn't happen very often in the movie.
Right.
It's more or less just these four
Well,
just vibing together, and I really loved that about the movie. It's like
well, the other aspect about this movie too that was kind of, I don't know, it was a little bit of a gripe. Now I was like thinking back on it, was there wasn't really a challenge they couldn't overcome. And like I won't spoil it, but like even in the third act, like I just felt a little underwhelmed by like
with
what they were setting up.
Galactus,
Yeah, and also like this movie's under 2 hours, and we're used to seeing superhero movies be like at least over 2 hours. This is one of the cases where I actually felt like there was 15 minutes missing from this movie. I mean,
wow.
I think there was more storyline with the Thing that just wasn't developed more. Like he had like a love interest that was played by Natasha Lyonne. And
One of my least favorite actresses.
oh really? Okay,
Yeah,
I
can't
really
stand her.
I like her. And I felt like they were missing some stuff there. And maybe even stuff in the third act. I don't know with Galactus, but it just all felt like a little rushed in the end. Where like we're like, oh, you know, we have to kind of get to it and wrap it up here. And I was just kind of getting like, really, like that's
I
why I
get
felt.
that.
I don't know. It just felt like very like almost like dare I say it? It felt a little like TV episodic in a way that it was structured. And I don't know. I mean, it still was a great time, and I had fun with the movie, but it wasn't like a big spectacle that I think I was expecting it to be, especially after your glowing review.
I think it was really cool to see. I think that Fantastic Four, these characters were finally done some justice because they
Yes.
felt real. They felt like how these characters should feel, especially compared to the garbage they've made in the past. Like honestly, this is just how they were brought to life was awesome. And I could have done with more Johnny Storm, a little bit more of the Thing.
I was
But like
really annoyed by him at first. Like I was like when he first popped on the screen, I'm like, oh god, I'm not gonna like this interpretation. But he completely won me over by the end.
yeah, I mean they needed
Yeah,
him, or
yeah.
else the world like he was a catalyst to things actually working out in their favor. But I liked seeing these like in this universe, they're the only ones, at least what's shown on in this movie, and them having to deal with a big bad like Galactus was really cool. I mean, he is equivalent, if not way more powerful than a Thanos. So like I felt like he was one of the better big bads to be shown on screen, and we get him with without any crazy lead up from 20 other movies. Like there he is. He wants to eat your planet and be done with you. So I don't know. Just seeing four. I mean, I don't know. This characters kind of take him on was cool. Like it felt like there were genuine stakes involved in this movie.
Okay, that's what I didn't feel was any stakes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
He was gonna kill everybody.
I was
That's
intrigued with the whole. I don't want to spoil it. That's the thing. But
Well-
their plan to alter Galactus's wish of the kid, which is in the trailers, not spoiling. What they were
Yeah.
gonna do was interesting. I'm like, okay, that's intriguing. But like,
As Reed Richards
not
at his
gonna get
best,
into it.
he's active. Reed Richards is technically the smartest person in the Marvel universe.
and I didn't feel
allegedly.
it with this interpretation with Pedro Pascal, and that
Mhm.
could have been because I was too distracted by his mustache and him like
Being in every
having
movie in the
intense
last
anxiety
month.
around his co-stars. But I just I don't know. I'm so sick of seeing him in every fucking movie now. But but the thing is, I fucking like him a lot,
I
and
love
I'm
Pedro
very
Pascal.
charmed by him. Like he's great at what he does.
Do you
But
think? Do you
I
think?
I
that
think I was
Pedro
just at a
Pascal-
peak at the time I saw it.
Do you think Pedro Pascal fatigue is a reason why this movie's tanking at the box office? Because
Well,
people are like, I just saw him in like 3 other movies. Why would I go see him again?
Editing tanked. Materialist, I think, did okay. I think it did decent for what it was.
Yeah.
And then Fantastic Four, which second weekend had a huge drop. So
I'm shocked that it.
I don't
did
think so. I
poorly.
mean,
A little bit because it's
well, and
good.
also and then Last of Us season 2, which it wasn't really in a whole lot, but he's still just like marketing wise, he's the face all over the place. So you see him everywhere in all these projects, and
Yeah.
whether you like it or not, and his mustache is going to be there because he doesn't like to shave it.
And you have to sell this movie with Pedro Pascal because nobody knows who these other 3 actors are right now. Nobody in the mainstream world knows who these. like maybe you're like, wait, is that guy from Stranger Things? But
Well,
probably
it's
not.
funny because him and Joseph Quinn were both in Gladiator 2 last November.
I
They're
couldn't have told you that.
no, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, any other thoughts on the Fantastic Four?
I think I gave it a 4.5. I fucking loved it.
That's great. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time. I thought this was like a return to Marvel. Like they're like I really think that they're back. They think they probably go downhill from here, but compared to like the last 5 movies they come out with since Spider-Man, this is the best movie.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been my favorite MCU movie that I've seen in a very long time. I liked it more than Thunderbolts. I liked it maybe a little less than Superman. I don't know. I'm kind of like back and forth with what I like more, but I gave it the same grade. I'm matching the Letterboxd consensus. I gave it a 3.5. I really enjoyed it, and guess what? I went to the late night showing on a Friday night. It was like a
Nice.
9:10 showing,
Wow.
and I got a medium popcorn
You got a
And
popcorn?
and a medium beverage.
What kind of
Granted, it
beverage?
was just soda water, but it was still a beverage.
Dude, it's a popcorn movie. I'm proud of you.
Did it? I know.
I'm
I had to. I'm like,
very
all right, I'm
proud.
gonna go see Fantastic Four. Like, I'm gonna get a fucking popcorn. Got a popcorn.
Oh, I got the popcorn bucket. It's right there.
Oh shit! The Galactus one, the $80
It's like
Galactus one.
no. Well, why did they have a Galactus bucket?
Apparently, that's what the rumor was.
This is like a metal square. I'll show it to you. It's kind of cool.
God
Look at
damn.
it.
For those listening, I famously raw dog it for every movie. I don't have a beverage. I don't have a snack. I don't buy any concessions at the theater. I just always raw dog it when I go see movies. I like to do it that way. I've always done it that way. Okay, what? Wow, that is pretty
No,
cool.
It's like retro. I'm like, I would eat popcorn out of this like right now. This is cool. And then it for some reason came with this like Galactus figurine that you like slide into a box right here. I'm like, I don't care about that.
How much
Yeah.
was it?
It was only $20.
I probably
You
would have bought it.
Yeah, for $20. I'm like, that's literally the price
And
of
it
a
came with
regular
popcorn, right?
Yeah, it came with popcorn. I'm like, that's how much
Yeah.
I would spend anyway on popcorn. Usually, I
Yeah.
was like, if this was 40, which it typically would be, I would
So,
have bought it. But anyway.
the theater that I'm going to has started to do exclusive popcorn buckets, but like
Nice.
you can tell that they're just not up to par.
not
Well, I
into it.
mean, the fishing tackle one for I Know What You Did Last Summer was interesting. That was kind of cool, but
Oh yeah, I think we had that. So maybe you're getting the
I think
same shit.
Lucas got it. I haven't seen it yet, but he said he was going to use it for work. So
That seems I would just go to Walmart
Wouldn't-
and buy
I
a
don't-
real tackle box.
But I looked at him like, why would anyone want to eat popcorn out of this? Like when they were displaying it at the counter, I'm like,
I've
God
never
damn.
actually eaten popcorn.
Yeah,
out of any
and like I
popcorn
think that's
bars. I'm
maybe
like,
they're just collectibles. And that's fine too.
it's like nice, dude. Like I would eat out of this at home. Like, I'm gonna put stuff in here. I think
Yeah, that's high quality. I mean, that's metal.
full on metal.
Cool. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, all right.
That's
Fantastic Four. It's
Yeah.
in theaters still, whether you go out and see it or not.
Please go see this movie. I mean, Marvel's gonna make them regardless. They don't give a shit.
I didn't mean to do that one.
Was that my review of Naked Gun?
No. I just closed out the tab. But you have Naked Gun or Together? You want to do Naked Gun?
It's
Okay.
Naked Gun. Yeah.
Naked Gun.
Spencer, you're a big Leslie Nielsen, Airplane, Naked Gun fan. You showed me these movies actually, and it's kind of that slapstick comedy that has eluded movie audiences for the last 20 odd years. Like it hasn't really existed in a sense where, it's well received. So this was a movie I was a little bit worried would continue that trend of just being bad. But I feel like we've seen Liam Neeson do little moments where you knew that he was going to be perfect for this role. Like in his after credit scene of Ted, I was like, yes, I love
he has
this.
he has a scene in the movie. Yeah, he's like, I would like to purchase this breakfast cereal. And it's Trix.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
tricks are free. And he's very deadpan.
I've been
Like,
told the Trix is exclusive for kids. I think they just say it in the marketing. And he's like, so if I buy this, I won't be trouble.
there won't be any
No,
trouble, right? If I buy
I won't be
this.
followed. No, that's not in our budget. He just drops the $5 bill. But the post-credit scene, he comes back, he's all bloody, and he just like
Oh yeah,
pulls out the Trix cereal and just slams it on the counter and like just walks out.
it's crazy.
Hilarious. But I mean, that's a Seth MacFarlane production. Naked Gun is a Seth MacFarlane production. He produced this movie.
That makes a lot
He
of sense.
brought this movie to Akiva Schaffer, who directed Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping, which has been probably one of my favorite comedies of the last like 10 years. That movie is hilarious. The movie is so funny. It's the Lonely Island movie. It's fantastic. He also did Hot Rod, which I've been a big fan of ever since that came out in 2007. I mean, that just hit me like it just ran in the right spot when in middle school. So I absolutely love that movie. And The Naked Gun. I mean, yeah, Liam Neeson, the second it was casted and who was attached to it, I had full confidence that they were going to do it justice. I've been a big fan of, like you said, the original Naked Gun movies and Airplane, Top Secret, all those spoof movies from like the Jerry Zucker, David Zucker days. And this is exactly in spirit of those movies. This is exactly what the movies set out to do, which was to make you laugh. It did it. I left the theater in legitimate pain. My cheeks were hurting and I had a massive headache. And like we walked out, we're like I feel ill after this movie.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. And like at times I was laughing at scenes well into the next scene. I was like, oh my God, like I'm missing dialogue that's happening here that I think is funny, but fucking hey, I'm still laughing at that scene before, which I don't want to spoil, but the body cam scene, oh my fucking God.
The body cam scene. I'm trying to think of it. Yeah. I mean, this movie. I love this type of humor. I feel like it just fits like what we find funny, which is basically just like blatantly stupid comedy, just slapstick in general.
It's the silliest fucking movie I have seen since like the original fucking Naked Gun movies.
I know, like literally, it's such a return to home, like for these type of films. It's just like humor. It's like British humor, but American. It's like the quick-witted kind of for idiots in America type of situation where
Just deadpan,
like, deadpan, like
taking it so
Liam Neeson's
seriously.
so like you're telling me this man never breaks character. I would love to see the outtakes for this movie because like there's so many fucking moments from like how do you not break character right now? This is amazing, and he's perfect for this. And there's so many jokes. I mean, some of them are in the trailer. I'm gonna spoil one that's in the trailer where it's like all the cops are like taking a knee by all the original actors from the first movie. It's like they're worshiping their dads, and one of them is OJ Simpson. I mean,
turns the camera now. No.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. And it's like there's so many good gags in this movie that during the film I'm like, am I gonna not find this funny after the 10th time they do this gag? No, I'm gonna continue to find it funny.
Yeah.
You know, like there's so many good ones with coffee.
And oh my God, yeah, like exactly, just fucking throwing the coffee down like as hard as possible. Like that was running, like when that was happening, I was like, are they gonna keep doing that throughout the whole movie? So like, I was kind of curious, but they kind of shift into like new bits as the movie goes. It involves like a little bit into like other stuff.
Yeah.
Where they repeat it later on, like Pamela Anderson's name in the movie. The way the villain of the character like always just keeps saying it, like it fucking killed me like, every time. And I mean, in this other thing, this movie is 85 minutes. That is the exact length of the original Naked Gun movies. 85 minutes. It is apparently, it was researched, that is the perfect length for a comedy movie. 85 minutes. You're in and you're out. I think it's the same length as Airplane as well. And while I think that's a great length for comedy movies. I mean, you get a bang for your buck if you're gonna pay $15 to go see a movie or more. You should at least be there for at least an hour and a half. I think it does lose steam a little bit in the third act, where as comedies do, all spoof movies do that. They do lose some steam, but that's like the only nitpick because it set out to make you laugh, and this was the hardest I've laughed in a theater in a packed crowd in so long. Like I said, was in legitimate pain. So yeah, it did its job. I am so happy it delivered on doing that. It's gotten great reviews, like 90% around Tomatoes, 7.1 on DB. So it's doing decently at the box office. It made 17 million, which is like huge for a comedy. But I mean, I think if that hit like 30, I think we would have been a little bit happier. But yeah, I don't know. That's not great, but hopefully word of mouth will catch on. People are like, no. Like people like first weekend were cautious, but people were like, no. It's actually really funny. Good reviews. Like, hopefully people will like spread the word. And as we're doing now, like it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. You will go out and most likely laugh at least one joke because there's a joke every 45 seconds.
I almost agree. I agree with you almost entirely. I think that the movie does lose steam. The first act had me by the balls, man. Like I was laughing the entire time. Like it
Yep.
was so funny to me. And like it wasn't a packed theater because I went and saw this and Together back to back in the same morning. So I was out of the theater by 2 o'clock and I'd seen both movies. But it was so funny, man. Like I was laughing so much. And I think the thing with like these spoof movies is like you kind of like after a while you get it. Like I understand what's happening and like the story isn't really that important at the end of the day. It's so ridiculous that
Yeah.
like
You kind of get used to the formula once it hits like an hour mark, maybe.
yeah, and like I can't force a laugh. Like I could easily sit there and watch a movie that's a comedy and never laugh. Those are the worst comedies. But this one it had me and I loved almost all of it. So it was a great time. And it's hard and I saw this alone and I was laughing like crazy. So, you know,
That's good
I had a
then.
good time.
Testament to that. I
Yeah.
definitely think it's worth trying to see it on like a Friday night. I mean, that's the packed theater. That energy is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I mean, I may have missed some jokes. I definitely want to see it again. I'm gonna try to time it so I can do that experience that one more time because it was just a joyful time at the theaters, just laughing hysterically at so many different bits and gags. I mean, there's so many great stuff I want to spoil and talk about, but
I know we
I
can't.
don't want to because I want
can't.
you to. I want people to go out and see it and support it because I would love to see another Naked Gun movie with these characters.
Oh, they could do it. They could do it for next to nothing.
Did you stay for the credits?
I was watching some credits. Yeah, where they break the fourth wall or whatever.
Okay.
And they're like,
Yeah. I was just making sure because like that had me laughing more than a lot of some other bits of the movie. And then I will say
cool.
the final fight between the villain and Liam Neeson, I fucking died. Like,
ow!
I just
yeah.
fuck yeah. Anyways, all right. Naked Gun. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought I thought this movie was great. It's not grading it for some reason. I'm really what the fuck. Anyways.
Oh, you got to get Letterboxd Patreon.
Anyways, no, this will work. There we go. I give it a 4 out of 5. I love this movie. I'm gonna go see it again in theaters. Like for sure, I'll make sure I'll see it in theaters again. Great time. Loved it. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's really funny. I liked it a little bit less. I think that it trailed off toward the end of Act 2 and almost the entirety of Act 3. So I went 3.5. I still think it's hard for me to
Fair
love
enough.
a comedy, but I really, really enjoyed this one. Like,
Yeah,
it
I mean,
was
like
a lot of fun.
when I walked out, I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 because like I was just like I was on such a high from the movie. I was just like that was exactly what I wanted it to be. Like it was like how yeah, like there's flaws, but the flaws were fucking great as well. Like they don't even bother me. Like it's fine. Like so
you can't critique this movie too heavily.
it was hard
You
to,
really
but like
can't.
I did have to like come to some senses a little bit. Like all right, like yeah, like it does lose some steam, and I don't know, but like I don't know how they could have avoided it, but they made a fucking hilarious movie. So great job.
It was a lot of
What's
fun.
funny? Paul Walter Hauser's in the movie, and he also graded it 4 out of 5.
Oh, that's
He
awesome.
graded his own movie 4 out of 5.
Nice. At least he's honest. And that's the thing. I wish we saw a little more of the other people in the movie. Like we see it's straight up Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson and the villain almost the entire film. So would have been cool to get a little more Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's The Naked Gun, and I believe we have at least one other movie to talk about with it. Also some quickies here, but let's touch upon Together with Dave Franco and Allison Brie.
All right, another spoiler-free review.
Of course,
go ahead and see it. Yeah, it's Neon. It was a Sundance movie that was exclusively in person, so it wasn't available for the online Sundancers. But got good buzz. Obviously, Neon picked it up soon after the premiere for like I don't know 10 million, and it got announced for an August release. And here we are. We're talking about it. Stars Allison Brie and Dave Franco, real life married couple.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains.
They've been doing projects together for a very long time.
No
but
freaking way.
yeah, they've
Good
been
man.
married. I think I don't know, 10 years.
Really? What?
I don't know their life, but I feel like they've been together forever. But
I'm gonna go on Wikipedia right now.
okay,
I'm still on Sam Worthington's wiki.
Well, this is the first time they've collaborated so closely together on a movie because they play a couple that are kind of going through some turmoil, and they are moving to a new location and leaving their life behind. And they fall into a cave one day and drink some water, and something
Doesn't
might be
go
happening
well
to
for
them.
So
So
all that well.
that's all in the trailer if you've seen it. Yeah, so I was really looking forward to checking it out after hearing the buzz, and for the most part, I mean, I had a fucking great time with this movie. Um, it was a total blast from start to finish for me. Like it was a great mix of dark comedy and body horror. And body horror is one of those genres that really can get under my skin if it's done well. And there's definitely some scenes here that I won't be forgetting for a bit. We're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? This is ridiculous. But it was a lot of fun, and I felt like their off-screen chemistry really helped with the performances here. Like I felt like they were truly in love, but also like that drifting apart thing, like that the way they were writing and performing that, like that was fucking great. And I
Yeah.
really felt it. Like I don't know, I just really felt their characters, and I cared for them. So and it was also funny at times. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Although I do wish it leaned maybe a little bit more into the body horror elements of the film and into the
Oof.
horror aspects a bit more, because like there were scenes like in some dream sequences like he was having of his parents.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
That was the
fucking
scariest part of the movie, and
scary.
personally for me.
And I wanted maybe like a couple more scenes like that. And like there was also another scene like it's late at night, he's on his computer, and then like someone comes running behind him into the door. That was
Mhm.
fucking terrifying. So like I don't know, like there's certain moments that were really, really creepy, and that was kind of it though for in terms of like
Mhm.
scares. But yeah, I don't know. I still had a great time with it nevertheless. What did you think?
Yeah, I was really excited to see this. It looked super weird. I think the promotional material was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be a fucked up movie," and I was like, "Okay, I'm in." And you don't see Dave Franco and Allison Brie all that often in anything that's like theatrically released. But yeah, I'm kind of with you all the way. I didn't expect this movie to be like funny at times, and that's what kind of took me out of it. I wanted it to be like really terrifying and really stick to that tone throughout. And it kind of does that, and then it goes back to like, oh, but this is kind of funny when this is not a funny situation at all. Like I would have preferred if they really just stuck with how serious and unnerving this was, because it could have been like terrifying. And then like still go to where they went, and like maybe that's the moment that's funny. But I still, I don't know, it bothered me. It took me out of it a little bit when they would be like, haha, this is weird that this is happening. Uh but it's a very unnerving concept, and I kind of like where they go with it. Uh so I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really freaky, and just it reminded me a little bit of the movie like Clown back in like 2014, where it's like no matter what you do, you're not stopping this, which was cool. So it's like there's no way out type of situation, and that in and of itself is very freaky to think about. But yeah, I don't want to say anything else because you kind of just have to see it. If you just look at the poster, that gives you a somewhat of a good idea of what I was expecting to happen. Um, so yeah, together,
Yeah, it's
together.
I definitely think it's worth going out and seeing. It's not making a whole bunch of money. It didn't even top the top five this
Yikes! What the
weekend. I
fuck?
think it was number 6. But I mean, it's small indie film that was theatrically
Yeah.
released, so it doesn't have to recoup a lot of money. But I think it should still get a better. I don't know. I think more people should go see it, but maybe there's saturated in horror. There's been a lot of horror recently, and there's Weapons coming out next or this coming week. So
Yeah, I do want to see that. That looks really unnerving as well.
but I had a great time with it, and I actually was surprised by the comedic moments of this movie, and for me, it landed, so it didn't bother me that much. What did bother me is a complete spoiler, so I don't really want to get into it. I'm trying to like hint at to you, but
When in the movie does it happen?
I mean,
What's the timestamp?
it has to do with another character that is around the area that they kind of go to every now and then.
Okay.
I didn't like what they were doing there, and like what it's kind of revealed to be. It just felt like a little too much like over explaining what's happening, where I kind of just was like, I'm here for, I'm sold on the ride already. I don't need to like know why.
That's the thing, is like that's where I wish the movie took itself a little more seriously, been a little more like secretive, and where, because like this is a really unnerving concept. So if they just kind of stuck with that and let you figure it out for yourself, this could have been like a next level type of horror movie.
Yeah,
And it wasn't. It really wasn't to me.
But it didn't. I was still having such a great time with the movie where like when that reveal, I guess I would say, happened, I was kind of just like, that's a bit tropey, but like whatever. Like it was still like I was still intrigued what was happening, so like it didn't bother me all that much. But
yeah,
it's still another movie that like I would be happy to watch this one again. There was some cringy moments that were funny to me. There was some, like I said, relationship stuff that I thought was razor sharp. And their performances were excellent and fully committed. So that paid off a lot too for me. So I gave it a 4 out of 5. I had a great time with it. So I'm a little higher than you and Nate on this one.
Yeah, I think you touched on something good there. It's the relationship stuff where this really plays into like how people will. There's some scenes in this movie where like Dave Franco just kind of pops up and she's like, "Ugh, get away from me! Like, stop it!" And because he's just like so attached to her, but it's because of the situation, but also playing into like the tropes of relationships, and that was really funny. Like that's where the comedy is like, okay, I get that. So I see where they were going with it. It's like it's very smart, and you understand the the comedy that they're trying to approach. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I think it does deserve a rewatch because I might end up matching you, but right now it is a 3.5 out of 5.
All right, that's still very solid. All right,
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, so no matching grades so far, but still very similar on our opinions. Just
yes. It's a half star. It's not a big change. It's a very small shift of the pendulum.
You have Happy Gilmore 2 as a full-on review here, where I feel like
it probably doesn't deserve that. I mean, I kind of forgot about Fantastic Four entirely, so this can be part of the quickies if you want.
Okay,
I'm assuming we both saw it.
Feel free to talk about Happy Gilmore 2 first. Yeah.
30 years later, Adam Sandler's back to bring us back to the nostalgic era of Happy Gilmore. I'm a big avid golfer. Spencer and I both golfed in high school, and he probably showed me this movie for the first time. I love the first one. I think that it's a weird film. Like when you really break down the story elements with like his grandmother and Ben Stiller, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? But this is very much a return to that, and basically just a retelling in some aspects with some weird, just weird modern day twists. And also just Adam Sandler trying to give every single person he knows on the planet a cameo in a movie. Like, I think there's 80 something cameos in this movie.
I didn't really know who any of the golfers were because I knew they were real professional golfers. Yeah, I figured that you would probably know who they were. I may recognize the celebrity cameos and the musicians like Eminem and Post Malone, obviously.
Bad Bunny is the best part of this movie.
Oh my god, yeah,
he's hysterical.
Very surprised by his comedic timing. Like there were some moments that I thought he really shined and like had some of the biggest laughs for me.
He's hosted SNL and
like that fucking
he's funny, dude. Like he's hosted SNL. He's done some bits with Please Don't Destroy. Have you seen the Shrek video?
Probably.
He shows up in their office dressed like Shrek, and they're like, "Do you want to do a Shrek bit?" And he's like, "I guess." They're like, "You're dressed as Shrek. Do you want to do a Shrek bit?" Sure. I mean, if you guys want,
that guy's in it as well. Martin, whatever his last name is.
Martin's in it. Wally's in it for some reason.
She's just an Adam Sandler fan, so he's like, "You want to come play?" And she's like, "Fuck yeah!" So yeah. That happened.
Travis Kelce has a pretty big part in this movie.
He was the biggest. He was a weak link for the cameo. I mean, I don't know.
He's just in it because he's in it. I don't know. Like this movie, I really wish they had just like they could have rehashed it, but do like a crazy big golf tournament. Like what they ended up doing was just kind of fucking stupid,
A little
and
bit.
dumb, and the shock value in the beginning with Julie Bowen. Like, what are you? What?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
yeah, no, I've talked about this movie with a lot of people so far that have seen it, and the general consensus and how I've kind of explained it is just like it has some good and it has a lot of bad. That's just how it is. I mean, if you're a fan of the first movie, you will get that nostalgia feeling back, seeing Happy Gilmore kind of come back and do his thing, but it's very short lived because it
Yeah.
kind of goes into this whole like alternative golf thing in the third act, and I'm just like, God damn! Because when they were actually doing the golf tournament, and he was back playing. I was like really enjoying it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like yeah, we're back, we're doing it. Haley Joel Osment's in it as the villain. I'm like, this is good. Interesting choice. Benny Safdie also is the villain. I'm just like, okay, like we're doing some weird choices here, and then it kind of just turns into like the cameo fest maxi like golf. I'm like, what are we doing? Netflix is just throwing the cash and they're just like, all right, fuck it, let's make it a spectacle. So that's the thing. Like it felt more like an experience in a movie once you kind of hit like a midway point in the film and continue on. But the first half, like I thought was really solid. Like I was really enjoying it. I was like, God damn, like this is a very fun movie. Like I'm laughing every now and then. It had some belly laughs, like with him playing golf and sucking. Like there was some like a montage bit that I was generally enjoying, so that was great. But yeah, I don't know. The bit with the neighbor, Steve Buscemi, like any scene that he was in, I was actually laughing out loud, like peeing in the mailbox and like kicking the car with the kids and shit.
Yeah.
He twirls to get out of it. Like I don't know, this funny stuff.
It gets
There.
slapstick comedy. Like it's
Yeah.
a return to slapstick comedy.
Yeah,
And there's
exactly.
a lot of good moments here and kind of like quick-witted comedy moments, like especially him and Bad Bunny. That's just my favorite part of the movie. But
It's when the
like
plot really kicks in. It's like this is so stupid.
the plot is bad, and I think that they went through a lot of rewrites with this movie because I know that they were supposed to have Chubbs, the guy who plays Chubbs in it,
Yeah, right.
and then he passed away when they were filming, and they had to do a rewrite. So I'm sure some things happened here where they had to change some things and just kind of like wing it, and you feel that in this film. Looks like you're about to say
I
something.
did really enjoy the Shooter McGavin stuff. Like
Oh, he's amazing.
it was so fun watching him come back and like the whole like mental hospital aspect. Like his character's just been insane the whole time. Like I thought that was funny, and like they actually team up, and like he's like convincing him to like come back in the tournament, and he's like, bah, 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 like does this fucking thing.
So
like,
good,
what
man.
the fuck? This is insane.
For some reason, Ben Stiller's back as like the
Of course.
freaky. And the one joke that really got me with where he's like, "Oh, how's your grandma?" He's like, "She passed away 15 years ago." Like, yeah, she was really old when the original movie came out, dude. It's like there's like dumb shit like that, and I do like the alcoholic jokes. I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, him always having the hidden stuff.
He's
Yeah,
got like
throwing it out.
alcohol hidden in like TV remotes, and his fucking daughter, his real life daughter, keeps finding it in the house. And I don't know. There's some good stuff, but like you said, when the real plot kicks in, this movie is completely off the rails, just dumb, like pointless, and it felt like it could have been like a 30-minute short film instead or something. I could have ignored the last
Kind of.
hour and been happy. So
And that's the other thing. I watched Happy Gilmore 1 the night before this came out. Then I watched Happy Gilmore 2 the day it came out. So I did like a double back-to-back kind
you're
of thing.
notorious for doing that type of thing.
Yeah, like I want to refresh my
Yeah.
memory on the Happy Gilmore, and also I wanted to see like what they were gonna continue on for plot lines, and cameos from the first movie. And it turns out a lot of them had died because they had the whole graveyard
lot of them
scene
died.
in this movie where they have that fight, and you just see all the graves of everyone that's died.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, like a whole lot of
funny.
people have died. But the first movie is hour and 20 something minutes. It's short, or hour 30, whatever it is, 90 minutes. This one's almost 2 hours. It's like fuck.
Yeah.
Netflix, goddamn. Like just because you can doesn't mean you should. So it is what it is. I initially gave it a 3. I'm like, I'm gonna give it fresh. Like I had enough belly laughs and I got enough enjoyment out of it where like I didn't hate myself watching it, but it's definitely been a couple of where it's been at least a week, and I'm thinking about this less and less, and I'm just like, God damn, I think it kind of has turned into more of a missed opportunity because I actually really was enjoying what they were setting up in the first half. It's that second half that I just like did not give a shit about.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie. I thought it was overall pretty much a miss hit, if you will, a slice or a hook. Spencer's known for his slice. I didn't like it. I wanted just a completely different story. I don't like what he chose to do with this movie. Again, there's some good moments, some funny moments that had me in the beginning, but it's a 2 out of 5. They're just not good. I wanted more after 30 years of the original Happy Gilmore, so it's kind of a bummer for me.
No,
Didn't love it. Yeah,
I guess full review, but
I guess that was what I was gonna say. That was not a quickie, but I think you should touch on K-pop Demon Hunters. You were hyping me up about that.
No, I'm just saying I think it'll be your new favorite movie of the year. I'm not saying anything about it myself, from my own opinion.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I think it's going to be your new big thing. Yeah,
I wonder.
Like Netflix's
why.
biggest movie of all time now. They've already greenlit the 2 animated sequels and a live action version. Has like a 97% Rotten Tomatoes. I watched it with a commentary track of somebody that I listen to that kind of just watches movies and talks with them. So I was trying it out. I was like, oh fuck it, I'm not gonna just sit here and watch it on my own.
You could. That's how you watch.
That's how I ended up doing anyways. But I still had a commentary track anyways, on the side. So it was still enjoying it because they were kind of riffing on the movie and I don't know. It was kind of fun. I don't know, but I think you should check it out.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
100%. It'll be
all right.
Of all time.
I'll give it a gander. I've been getting more into K-pop. I'm going to the South Korean chicken restaurant lately, and they play K-pop music there. And if I were to move to another country that would if I wanted to just completely get away forever, I would go to South Korea. So
interesting.
We'll see, Spencer.
It's an odd choice, but I like it. And they make good movies over there.
They do make good movies. Yeah.
But you finally watched The Life of Chuck, which has been
holy fucking shit,
one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Nate and I talked about it in a podcast a couple months ago, and I liked it a lot more than Nate at the time, but Nate still really enjoyed it. I think he gave it a 4. I was 4.5. I really enjoyed it, but I was hyping you up and you should go see it. You're like, nah, we'll see. It never went, or maybe it just wasn't near you. I forget.
No, it was just a little bit out of my way, so I didn't end up following through. Same with Sorry Baby. I didn't go see that yet either.
Regardless, both movies are now out on VOD, so you're able to watch them at home. And you did with Life of Chuck. What did you think of this movie? Because I have since rewatched it too.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this movie. All I know is Tom Hiddleston is dancing on the cover. Okay. And he's backlit. It looks beautiful. And I was like, okay, cool. Life of Chuck. Didn't know the reasoning behind the title because it is a very literal meaning, The Life of Chuck. But it's a very unique way of telling a story. We talked about it last night, but very Big Fish-esque a little bit, where it just makes you appreciate the simplicity of your life, where it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but appreciating the moments, whether they're big or small. It's that's what makes life worth living. And it was just so much more than that. It was such a fascinating way of telling a story, visually. The actual timeline of the story is told in a certain way, very backwards, I guess, if you will. I don't think that's a spoiler.
Well, it's at Act 3. That's it's the first title card of the movie. It says Act 3.
Right. It starts at the end and goes back to the beginning. And it's just different. It's you don't see movies like this very often. It's 1 in 100 films is told in a way that's fascinating like this. So I loved it. And it was just good, simple, but grandiose storytelling. It was it had a lot to say without saying a lot, I guess.
Yeah,
so,
I guess. Interesting. Well, because Mike Flanagan is such a great writer, and there's so many monologues in the movie, so there are a lot of characters saying shit.
Yeah,
so
but it was
my hesitation on that stuff.
No, I think it's more there is some monologues, but it's not long-winded. It's it's to the point, and it's wow, that's an eye-opening statement that person said.
Yeah,
no. and it gets to you to your core, and it makes you think. And
because it's based on a Stephen King short story, and when they marketed the movie, they're like from Stephen King, and you're like, oh great, here we go to the horror stuff. And then they were like from the writer of The Green Mile, Stand By Me, or like from the side of Stephen King of like Green Mile, Stand By
Okay.
Me, Shawshank Redemption. So like the different side. I was like, oh, and it was like the heart and soul of Mike Flanagan, who's only done horror stuff as well. So it's kind of cool seeing like two kind of horror icons in the like film, books, storytelling space,
Yeah.
kind of come over to the other side and do something very human and dramatic. And I know there's some horror elements to the movie that I thought were pretty effective, but it's just a really well done and creative movie that is just fantastic. I loved it even more the second time. It bumped up to my favorite of the year. So
This is a movie that I wanted to rewatch immediately after finishing it, and that's not a feeling I have very often. The one that comes to mind is Stand By Me, which is another Stephen King story. So just a movie that you want to restart immediately and be like, what did I miss? I need to dive back in and re-experience everything I just watched. And that's how I felt.
And this is like slight spoilers, but not really. But I mainly really wanted to rewatch this movie because of that first chapter, which is technically Act 3, but it's like the post-apocalyptic chapter. Because when I first saw it in theaters, I was kind of confused because I was fully anticipating this other movie, and we're in this like kind of just like very depressing post-apocalyptic world for like 30-ish minutes, maybe even a little longer. And like I was like, whoa, this is a really different movie than what I was expecting. So like I was just like very caught off guard. And then like obviously the rest of the movie happens, and then it's one of those movies that once it ends, you're supposed to look back and be like, oh wait, like okay, like how did that work? So like, that's why I loved it so much initially, because I was just thinking about it so much. And so much so like I was like, I couldn't wait to rewatch this movie. And so when I rewatched it, like going into that first chapter again, like I was specifically trying to watch for like moments and trying to get clues down to be
There's
like,
a lot of them. Like there's a lot of little clues throughout the movie.
It's so cool.
It's really cool. And this is the type of movie like I would want to show people just so I could like glance over and see like what are they thinking.
That's what I did this weekend with Brooke. I showed it to her because I was like, all right, you got to see this movie. And so at one point during like the first chapter, I was like, do you have any idea what's happening right now? And she's like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. I'm like, exactly. Like it's crazy. And then like once it ended, she's like, whoa, like that was very creative and that was cool. So yeah, I mean, like, it's just a really, really well done movie. It's Mike Flanagan's Big Fish. That's truly what it is.
And it's so funny because like I didn't remember this was Mike Flanagan until I saw. I'm like, I recognize that actor from a Mike Flanagan thing and that actor. This is Mike Flanagan, and that explains the kind of freaky elements of the first act. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so
the room in the cupola.
Man, that like. And that's the definition of like saying, or what is it, like explain it, not over explaining, and like together could have learned something from that, but like just like giving you a feeling without actually showing it to you. It's like just what's behind that door. I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to make you think what's going on back there is happening when it's really not, and it's going to make it really unsettling. And he's one of the best at that type of thing. Just that type of storytelling in horror is really good. And this was just a different way of doing it. So Life of Chuck, 5 out of 5. Loved it.
Let's go. Yeah.
I don't give away 5 out of 5s ever.
No, ever. It's pretty rare. Unless
very
it's
rare.
Like a very sappy romance movie. Or
if Emilia Jones is in it, then we'll have a 5 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I was gonna say like coming of age teen movies, but
this is kind of a coming of age movie. It is. This is a coming of age movie. The first act is a coming of age.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. It gets into some coming of age elements later on. Sure. All right.
Come on.
Sure. I guess. I don't know. I push back a bit.
I think this might stay number 1.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah,
I would be very surprised if something.
We're getting into the time of the year where we're gonna start getting some of those Oscar movies, and every now and then, like one of them comes out that's like, fuck, that's a great ass movie.
We'll see.
We'll see. Exactly. I don't know. I don't have the list of movies coming up right now, but
there's some good stuff. Yeah. Any other ones you want to like? You want to touch on 40 Acres?
Or
no?
I will
we already
say,
mentioned it, so.
out of the list that's scrolling, if you're on video, you can see the ticker list. Out of the list of movies here, the only two that I want to shout out, sure, is 40 Acres and Dangerous Animals. They're both currently VOD. You can rent them right now for like $5 or under. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it, I think. If you want to wait for a cheaper rental option or for them to go to streaming as well, by all means, whatever it is, just make sure you add them to your watch list and see them. I think 40 Acres took some elements. It's like a post-apocalyptic movie about a family that's super brutal and resilient that you hadn't really seen kind of done before, but it took elements of like The Last of Us and A Quiet Place and Walking Dead a bit, and just applied it to this very interesting family. And they go to some very brutal places that I didn't think they were going to go to. And I was just very surprised by, because I went to this movie only seeing the poster. I knew that it premiered at TIFF and just like blew the house down. Like people had like a great time, had a huge audience reaction at in moments. So like it played really well with the crowd. So I was like, oh shit, like that looks pretty interesting, but it just kind of got dumped VOD and like it just popped up. I'm like, I remember hearing about this, and I saw the poster. I was like, well, it looks a little creepy with like the figures on top of that head in the poster. If you see the poster, you know what I'm talking about. But regardless, I don't know. I just was very surprised by it. I wasn't expecting nothing, and was like caught off guard by like how much I was like really into it. So I had a great time with it.
I watched 40 Acres back to back with Life of Chuck, so it was interesting to go from like that post-apocalyptic movie to then the first act of Life of Chuck. I was like, what is going on right now? Like, this is kind of crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, 40 Acres, pretty cool. It totally gets you into it in the very first scene. It's like, what the hell is going on here? And they give you some text at the beginning of the film to kind of, get you into, whatever situation these people are in. But it's certainly different. You hit the nail on the head. Walking Dead mixed with some other crazy stuff. So, yeah, I had a good time with that one. And then Dangerous Animals was a return for Jack Courtney. And it was funny because like I watched that as I've been going back and forth between Dexter Original Sin and Resurrection. So it's like this whole crazy element of characters like that is pretty fascinating and freaky. So anyway. Yeah,
serial killers. Taking victims.
I didn't know if that was a spoiler.
Feed them to sharks. No, it's in the trailer. That's what the
Yeah.
premise of the movie is. But that, like, I mean, the shark. If you're going in expecting a shark movie, it's not quite that movie. Because there's so many shark movies that come out every single year. They're just dumb. They're making them all the time. Just CGI sharks, just killing everybody.
Mhm.
And you're so saturated by that. So when this
Well,
came out, it's
different.
like, fuck, another shark movie, great. No, they're just really kind of in the background, and the way the sharks are handled in this movie, I thought was really well done. And they kind of just like paid respect to the creatures that they are, and not really use them as a horror trope. They
Right.
had some respect, and it was really way more about a cat and mouse between a final girl and a serial killer out in a unique location. So I had a ton of fun with it. It's a little redundant in the structure of the plot, but regardless, I mean, the two leads are phenomenal, and they have, I think it seemed like they were having a great time making this movie. So yeah, I had a great time watching it.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, and it was just it's like the perfect like quick hour and 35-minute thriller. Like I was in for it. He's a disturbing man, and I did not see Jai Courtney in this movie. Like I really just saw like a sadistic serial killer that has sick obsession with sharks and doing horrible things to people involving sharks. So I think it's very like it's very unnerving and claustrophobic too, because it's like you're on the water, like you got nowhere to go in this situation. So not only are you trapped by a serial killer, but even if you get away, good luck getting away. Like, so very, very cool. But yeah, we watched a lot of movies this week. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I haven't added anything to my actual movie list.
There you go.
In terms of my challenge, but
well, as July ended, I looked back on Letterboxd and I watched a movie a day. Every single day in July, I had a movie logged, so it worked.
July. Oh my! I had a lot. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, that's more than
13, 14.
what you usually have, so that's good.
A couple rewatches in there, like The Core.
All right, so I'm just taking a look to see what's coming out in the next couple of weeks of what movies we might be talking about on the next podcast. I'm sure Nate will be back for that one. We have Weapons coming out this weekend, which is Zach Kreger's directorial follow-up from Barbarian, which was a really fucking freaky movie. I don't think you liked it that much. I think you were like kind
Barbarian,
of underwhelmed by it, from what I remember.
I think I was hit or miss with it. It
So
was
that-
a weird one.
Yeah, it's super weird, fucking crazy movie. But Weapons, that's his next movie. That script sold for $40 million, so it's a hot ticket at him. Can't wait to check it out. Freakier Friday, Disney movie. I don't know if you're.
I already
have.
I have tickets. I will be seeing
Oh,
it.
okay, you will be seeing it. I don't know if I'll be seeing it, so we'll hear your thoughts at the very least. And then we have Nobody 2 the following weekend, and Highest to Lowest, a Spike Lee movie. Is that coming out to theaters? It looks like it. All right. Denzel Washington. And then Witchboard is coming out, which is a movie that I've already seen. I watched that movie like 4 or 5 months ago. But
How?
that is coming out. It was a test screening.
Okay.
So I can't say any thoughts on the movie, but it is coming out August 15th. So maybe I will August 15th.
What about The Bad Guys 2? Nobody's seen that?
That already came out.
We also have Nobody 2. Did you already say that?
I mentioned it. Nobody 2. Yeah.
Okay.
I might see it. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but
that's a movie I'm
maybe.
shocked that even exists. I don't understand why that needs.
I've seen Nobody twice though. I had fun with that movie. There's for some reason random little action movies that come out every year. I'll oddly watch twice. Like I've seen Novocaine twice already.
Interesting. Yeah, you are known for that.
I don't know why, but like I'll watch it like by myself first and be like, okay, like I had a fun time with it, and then somehow I'll always like watch it, like I'll show it to somebody else, and like end up having to watch it again. Like I've seen Rebel Ridge 3 times because I've just kept on showing it to people. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I mean that one kind of stands alone for you, and it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, good, and I've recommended it to people. If they're like, oh, what should I watch on Netflix? I'm like, Rebel Ridge.
Well, that is all the movies that we have watched over the last couple of weeks. Let us know what you have seen, obviously, in the comments below, whether it's Spotify or YouTube. You won't, but I'm challenging you. Try to leave a comment. Let us
leave a comment. Maybe we'll give you a free poster.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay. DM John for that info. That's it for me. Quack quack. Let's get this at 137.
That's it for me, y'all. I'm seeing Freakier Friday this week. Hell yeah, Lindsay Lohan. We're back, baby. We're back.